on a night where we had Jams, Shamari Knowles in the building, and Tomash in the building. On a night where Dallas, Texas is in line for a freeze. And this is what the Dallas Mavericks came out and did tonight. 118 to 108.
What can I say? We were all just watching. Yeah, Phil. Yeah. Yes, a lot of people on Mavs Twitter won't say they want to send one coach get back to OAK. Boy, Brian Damaris on balance day, he got the look of somebody just stole his woman and nothing he can do about it.
That's Kendrick. I'm Walt Shiz. Welcome into the Mavs post game, bFb Mavs post game show with the Dallas Mavericks taking on the chin.
No, they didn't take it on the chin.
118 to 108 tonight, guys.
They didn't take it on the chin. They took it right between the brown hind parts, man, tonight. I mean, good grief. Hey, listen, guys. I know we do stats and facts around about this time, but we're gonna go a little. I'm gonna call an audible, if I may. I'm gonna call an audible of all that. We're gonna go to Mavs Twitter. See what's going on right now. Yo. Let's go to one person on Twitter or X, whichever you want to call it, to the game. No words at all. Speaking of Grant Williams, 0 points and 5 fouls from Grant Williams, and you keep going to him against one of the most bruising bigs in the league. That's a shot fired at Coach Kidd. Pitiful coaching and pitiful inconsistencies from these role players, if you can call them role players. That may be an insult to role players. That's all that's on Twitter right now. Another shot at Grant Williams. Grant Williams, 0 points, 5 fouls. Get this loser away from me. Okay, here's another one. Here's another one, guys. The second chance points this team gives up drives me absolutely wild. Yes, it was. It was Mav Tracker. I mean, just getting you. All things Mavs Dallas. Miss D lives a little too much tonight. Valanciunas was just too big for a little pile. Way too little pile. There's another for Nick Van Exel. He has something to say. Having Hardy and Hardaway out there at the same time is just either too dumb or too inconsistent for a bad defensive team. Man, that's okay.
Well, I mean, who are they gonna put out there?
I'm just reading off Twitter. Here's Mav's new CBA. Says this is I guess a shot fired at Coach Kidd. Replying to Jordan Hawkins, and he went off tonight for 30 plus. One of Omax's best defensive games last year in college was against UConn, as he defended Jordan Hawkins really well. Some may say that put him on the draft map. But you know where Omax was? He was at an assignment in G League. Coach Kidd, just watching. Wow, a lot of Coach Kidd here, Walt.
yeah, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and throw this out there for the first time ever. I'm concerned for my coach. I'm concerned for my coach in his job.
Okay, Kevin Gray. Mavericks have once again been crushed on the offensive glass and second chance points. Once again, Mavs with a really disappointing game tonight. Pelicans not having Zion Williams, Brandon Ingram, CJ McCollum, just an inexcusable, especially after what the Pelicans dealt with schedule-wise. Remember, they was on the second night for a back-to-back playing in Denver last night. This is also from Kevin Gray. And, well, Walt, as you sit there right now, finally realizing what doom and gloom may hold Coach Kidd tonight, what's your thoughts on tonight's game?
Well, it's not good for my coach. I can tell you that.
This makes
not good.
This makes I'm gonna let you have. This makes now what 3 or 4 games in a row. Okay. You have a big win over the Knicks.
Zach says Powell got worked by White Shaq.
Yeah, he got worked. He said he had 6 rebounds. He only finished with 9 tonight. He couldn't even get 10.
Oh man, one more.
Just like I said, after a big win against the Knicks, they turn around and they piss the bed against the Pelicans. Where have I heard this before? Oh, let's go back a few games earlier. After a big win against the Timberwolves, they get clowned by the Grizzlies. Where have I heard this before? Oh, after a good win in Golden State, they turn around and get ran out the gym by the Utah Jazz. Where have I heard this before? After another big win, they come back against a Cleveland Cavalier team without with all their best players, just like the Pelicans, just like the other teams, and they lose again against an undermanned team. It's kind of really consistent that the Mavs are so inconsistent, Walt. I don't know really what's going on here. I mean, they can beat good teams, but can't get up for the small.
The problem with him is it's not a true system. It's the real reason KP didn't work. We know he's a problem after the C. Wood Clown show. They stated. I don't know this.
That's that Coach Kid.
Yeah, that's that Coach Kid.
It's a Coach Kid. We talked to C. Wood, problem. It's that Coach Kid.
Yeah.
And right now, listen, I don't know what to do. Again, this team was missing Zion. This team was missing Brandon Ingram, C.J. McCollum, Trey Murphy III. These are their best 4 players. I mean, Valanciunas is their 5th best player. Jordan Hawkins is a rookie, and he looked like Ray Allen out there. I mean, you had missed defense assignments. Josh Green is a mess. I mean, he's a flat-out mess. I mean, you want to talk about the gift that keeps on giving from Poker Bob and Mark Cuban. Wow. I mean, good grief. Good grief. Desmond Bain. We all miss you, buddy. Yeah. Josh Green's trash. Dwight Powell is hot trash. Grant Williams is trash that you took, that you wish you can give away, but none of the league wants him because they know he's trash. Who else? Jaden Hardy, inconsistent trash. Who else? Just know me on some more players, Walt. Some more bad players. Maxi Kleber had 11 minutes tonight, but he can't stay injured. He can't stay healthy, so trash. But we know he's only here because of Luka. Luka's his best friend, because the only time you seen Luka out there cheerleading was when Maxi hit his first bucket. Other than that, Luka was sitting on the bench sulking. Your best 3 out of your best 4 players, Walt.
So was he
the guy?
So was he sulking because he knows he could have played this game and he? I
don't know why he's sulking, but the only time we ever seen him smile is when Maxi Kleber got his first bucket of the game. So we know the reason why Maxi Kleber's on this team. But like I said, the Mavs are hurting right now. We said it before. Their top 4 players are Luka, Kyrie, Derek Lively, and Dante Exum. That's the top, and 3 of those guys are injured. After shout out to Derek Jones. He's the 5th most important player, Derek Jones Jr. Because he's the guy who actually looked like he gave a crap. He went to the bucket. He played good defense. He could. He wasn't scared. A lot of these guys, including Josh Green and Tim Hardaway Jr., just jump shooting they butt off out there. They didn't want to go to the hole. Just throwing up bricks out the bricks, building houses. And like I said, I don't know what to do. You know, Mavs fall to 23-17, back to 7th spot. And like I said, until the Mavs make a big trade, they're gonna have to do something. This is a play-in team, even with Luka, Dante Exum, and Derek Love. This is a play-in team because they're too inconsistent at other spots for Luka or Kyrie. These other overcome. They're too inconsistent on the spot. They're too, as good as Luka and Kyrie are, and Derek Lively is coming on, and they're too inconsistent at other spots for them to overcome overcome their deficiency. They're too inconsistent, man. They're not good enough. This is a top-heavy team.
It's a heavy conference.
Yeah. Top-heavy, but the team's top. It's not a balanced basketball team. I mean, you got great to good players in your top 4, top 5, and the rest is just a drop-off. You either got guys who are just jump shooters that can't play defense, guys who basically can't do anything, other guys who look like they don't know what a basketball is, other guys who they try very hard, but they're just not good enough to be a reliable basketball player in the NBA. Other guys who just soft, they get injured really quickly and not physical enough. Other guys who have low basketball IQs out there, even though they're very talented. Then you got other guys who mad about their minutes, but why should they be mad about their minutes? Because if they were good enough, they'd have been playing at the last stop they were in. But unfortunately, they wasn't while the team was winning. So maybe it had to be something wrong with you and not the team. Then you got other guys who, for some crazy reason, are sent down to the G League, even though you can the guys who playing ahead of him, you can give them their minutes, and at least that guy's got a chance to get better. But the guys you playing, this is who they are. So you just got a lot of problems there, Walt. You just got a lot of problems. But hey, never fear. The Dallas Cowboys got it.
And it's coming from a guy who keeps saying he's worried about tomorrow.
This Dallas sports weekend did start off really great. After that, let's get to the stats back. Boy, like you say, Walt, you gotta laugh and keep it great.
God dog it.
After this 10-point debacle, let's get to the overall stats. These ought to be interesting. The Pelicans after shooting just barely 40% from the field in the first half. They jumped that already to almost 50, shooting 49%. The Mavericks, by the way, shoot 45% from the field. The Pelicans, 12 out of 30 from three-point line. It was hot in the second half. That's 40%. Most of their threes were in the second half. Big timely threes by the Pelicans. The Mavericks were 15 out of 41, just a jump shooting team, 37%. But here's the real tale. Free throws. Pelicans went 37 times. Only got 28 of them, but they went 37 times. That's 76%. The Mavericks, on the other way, on the other hand, only went 20 times. 19 out of 20, 95%. But you say, well, that's good, right? No, because the Pelicans went 17 more times than the Mavericks did. You know what that is? That's aggressiveness. That's going to the basket when your jump shot is not going. Not just saying, you know what? I missed these 3 jump shots, Tim Hardaway. I'm going to shoot me a 4th jump shot and miss that too. But what do I know? Total rebound. Mavs got crushed there too. 44 to 34. And even when the Mavs played great defense, they couldn't get the defensive rebound because the Pelicans got 14 offensive rebounds. Most of them in the second half. When Valanciunas was basically playing volleyball to himself, proving that Dwight Powell is a little man in a big man's game. Mavs only got 9 offensive rebounds, most of those in the first half. Assists. Pelicans out-assisted the Mavs because they was moving the ball while the Mavs were playing one-on-one, your turn, my turn basketball. Great offensive coaching, kid. 29 to 23, the Pelicans led in assists. Blocks. Pelicans had 4 blocks to the Mavs 1. That's Derek Lively on that one, huh? No Dwight Powell wasn't blocking those shots. Steals. 7 to 6. Favor the Pelicans. Turnovers. Favor the Mavs. It's a bad one. 12 turnovers. Pelicans had 10. Points in the paint. Pelicans beat the Mavs in that also. I mean, these are man stance like rebounds and points in the paint. It shows the toughness of your team. Pelicans 50, Mavs 40. As the Mavs get punked in points in the paint again, what else is new? Go to the individual stats, Wallace.
Zach on Instagram says Hardy trash, Green trash, Grant trash, Powell trash.
Yeah, you ain't lying. Herb Jones. That's the guy I love to have on this basketball team. Herb Jones. He may be on this team. He may be their 3rd best player, but on the Pelicans, he's their 6th best player. Great Great evaluation. Mark Cuban and Nico. 32 minutes, 15 points, 3 assists, 5 boards, including 2 big timely threes. Najee Marshall, another guy that was killing the Mavs tonight. 31 minutes, 13 points, 6 rebounds, 1 assist. Valanciunas had a big double. He almost had a triple-double today. 28 points. He had 14 points, 12 rebounds. Most of those offensive boards. He's playing pity pat to himself. Meanwhile, Dwight Powell just looking over there standing watching. He also had 7 assists tonight. Daniels, 38 minutes, 10 points, 7 assists, also 6 boards. Jordan Hawkins was the man of the night. 34 points, looking like Ray Allen, 4 dimes, 5 boards. Jose Alvarado, 26 minutes, 14 points, 4 assists, 2 rebounds. Robinson Earl, 2 points, 4 boards, 22 minutes. Larry Nash Jr. Who's been washed since he won the dunk contest or participated in it. He had 14 points, 3 assists, 2 rebounds, catching lob after lob, laughing at Dwight Powell and Maxi Cleveland when he's dunking over the head. 20 minutes. Lewis Jr. 2 points, 2 assists in 7 minutes. Let's get to the Mavs. Josh Green, 32 minutes. He had 9 points. Could have had 13, but he couldn't make a layup or a dunk in the first half. Had 3 turnovers, 4 assists, 6 boards, and like I said, 32 minutes worth of cardio. Tim Hardaway Jr. 39 minutes, 24 points. A lot of bricks he put up in the second half. No assist. You get what I'm saying? No assist again. And 4 boards. Jaden Hardy, 23 minutes, 8 points, 1 assist, 2 boards. Grant Williams, he had 14 points. Excuse me. So I'm so sorry about that. He had 14 points, 14 minutes. I'm so sorry. But he had no points in this game. He had 1 assist, 1 rebound, and 5 fouls. Yeah, that's money well spent Mavericks front office. Dwight Powell.
We're under new management now.
Dwight Powell. New management is Cuban. You can find a sucker every day and 2 every night. Dwight Powell, in 34 minutes, he had 2 points. He had 8 assists. He had 9 boards. The man had 6 boards in the first half. If he only get 9, he only get 3 in the second. You know why? Because Valanciunas just shacked that little man. He just shacked him. But hey, Derrick Jones Jr. had a good night. 28 minutes, 24 points, 1 assist, 4 rebounds. Great effort by Derrick Jones Jr. Great effort by Kyrie Irving, even though he had that look on his face like, I need to make a dip on up out of here. He had 40 minutes, he had 33 points, 6 assists, 5 rebounds. Maybe that's the reason why Luka for sucking again. He said, thought, well, it's going to be all on me again. AJ Lawson also contributed 6 minutes, 3 points, 1 assist, 1 board, and the returning Maxi Kleber, 11 minutes, 2 points, 1 assist, 2 rebounds. That 2 points was very much highly cheered by Luka Doncic. His only smile sitting on the bench tonight. And also he had Seth Curry, who's washed. He had 12 minutes. He had no assists, no rebounds. He did have a 3-pointer this time, so he did have a bucket. And that is your stats and facts brought to you by us. Unfortunately, hey us.
Okay, so I don't know what's going on with the Mavs, but they have sent an audio over instead of an actual clip. So,
oh really?
You won't see Coach Kidd, but here you go. You definitely hear him.
I wouldn't want to be seen after this performance either.
Okay.
Jason, how do you explain the roller coaster of the last week with 2 probably the highest quality wins and then 2 what feels like letdown losses against underranked teams?
Yeah, it's the NBA. You gotta show up every day, and we were in this position against Memphis, and we responded in the next game. We talked about it. But give New Orleans credit. They came out, they're aggressive. They rebounded the ball on the offensive end at a high rate. And we just couldn't compete, or our physicality wasn't there tonight.
Why wasn't it there?
You got to ask them. I'm just the coach. So, tired bodies. Got guys playing with, a lot of minutes. We're small, and it happens. So we got to learn from it, and we'll move forward.
Coach, after the game against Memphis, you said that the energy was flat. Going into the night, you still the energy was flat. Was it good? What was it like?
Yeah, I thought the energy was good. Just understanding, right now, if you look at us as a whole, if we're scoring, we're going to be really good. Now, that doesn't mean we're going to win every game, but, when we weren't scoring there, our defense disappeared on us, and we have to be consistent, in that area. If we're not scoring, we got to still continue to compete. We missed some bunnies tonight, and so we have to mature. If things aren't going for us well on the offensive end, we have to be better on the defensive end. That's the only way you can win in this league.
Is there anything you can take away from this roller coaster week, or is it just chalk up to basketball?
It's the season. It's going to be up and down. Every team goes through it. Every team goes through injuries. You play them, and you put your best foot forward, and you're going to win some and you're going to lose some, but you're going to learn about who you are. You can't hide. You guys can see it, I hope.
I hope you guys missing Lively tonight.
We missed him every time he's been out. We miss him every time he's out, too.
Jason, what did you think of their rookie Jordan Hawkins?
Yeah, he was good. He's been good. He shoots the ball. He got going there in the third. We couldn't, we lost him a couple of times. But when you're comfortable, you're going to make shots, and he was comfortable tonight. So, on Monday, we got to make sure when he's in the game, we locate him and make him uncomfortable.
How do you assess Max's performance?
Yeah, I thought he was really good. The 12 minutes that he played, that was the limit, I think. And so I thought he played really, really well. And so hopefully we can build on that. Hopefully he has a positive experience tonight and tomorrow, that he's not sore or hurting. So we'll see how he feels tomorrow.
When you're doubling down at Junior Hawkins, how was that rotation?
Well, there was two. We came on the dribble and we came on the catch, and both were not effective. So we got to work on that. We got to get better. We were late on Hawkins, and so understanding we got to be better.
Hey,
Well,
Walt.
Kendrick, what do you had to say about Coach Ken saying that you have to ask them?
Yeah, a lot to unpack there, if I may. Jason Kidd, I'm reading back. Jason Kidd's initial thoughts on the loss. We just couldn't compete. Our physicality wasn't there tonight. When asked about why it wasn't there, Kidd's response, you got to go ask them. I'm just the coach. Also, talked about Dallas' tired bodies and being small. It's a call out because they wasn't physical out there. Listen, they didn't compete out there. You can see it. He said you can see it out there. When you can't hide. He did say you can't hide in this league, and you can't. If you're not competing, it's going to show. And you saw undermanned Pelicans team who were missing 4 of their top rotation players just out hustle you, out want you. We saw that in the Memphis game where they out hustled and out wanted, out willed the Mavericks. We saw that in the Cleveland Cavaliers game where the Mavericks were up 20, but the Cleveland Cavaliers played hard in the second half and just out willed them. Listen, the fact of the matter is, this is not a very talented basketball team. I think it's coming to a realization in that. Dwight Powell, when he's got to play 30-plus minutes, he's not a good basketball player because he's actually a 10-minute player. He's a 15th guy on the bench, and he's starting. Josh Green, like I said, he's a mess. I mean, he's not a good basketball player right now. He just isn't a good basketball player, period. And he hasn't been. He's shown flashes, but flashes at this point, in his fourth year, I think this is his fourth year in the league now. He shouldn't be just showing flashes. He should be coming into his own, and he's not. He's a low IQ basketball player. You see some of the moves he makes, but what we always say, well, Josh Green jumps up in the air time to time, not knowing what to do with the basketball. He goes out of control. It's like his body's moving faster than his brain thinks. Jaden Hardy, another low IQ basketball player. And when you got a lot of those guys out there, it's hard to be successful. Grant Williams, my God, he may be the worst free agent signing in Mavs history. He may be the worst free agent signing in Mavs history. I just read you the stat line. He had no points but 5 fouls. And trust me, when he was out there, he was bad. And he's out of shape, and it's coming out that he's out of shape. And he didn't take this seriously. But he wanted the minutes, but he didn't take. You have to be in shape to play in these minutes. You got and the other top three players are hurt. It's hard when Coach Kidd admitted to it. We miss Derek Lively. I mean, we can't rebound without him because he's our best pure rebounder out there. And when he's not out there, you see it. We missed Dante Exum. He was basically becoming our third best player. He's our third best ball handler. That's the reason why Coach Kidd put him in the starting lineup, because he changes the game. Dante Exum is a real two-way player, Walt. He's a real two-way player. He can score and he actually can play defense. And you don't have that. Derek Jones Jr., he had a great game, but he's not a scorer. He's a defensive player. Tim Hardaway Jr. is not a defensive player. He's a streaky scorer, what you want to call it. He's hot and then off again, not hot. Josh Green, like I said, he's just a bad basketball player, and so is Jaden Hardy. And when you got that, plus plus that you have nothing at your forward position, with Grant Williams being one of the worst basketball players in NBA this year, and you small at your center position because of injury or because the guys just ain't good enough. It's tough. It's just tough. It's tough. And I don't know how they find a way out of it except for a trade. But other than that, this is not a good basketball team.
This is very true. All right, now let's cue you back up.
Okay.
Thank you for that soliloquy about how our Dallas Mavs suck.
I really didn't have to say if you watch the game, they'll show you.
No, I'm just saying. Thank you for telling us.
Sometimes the truth got to be told. But don't be threatened. We still got the Cowboys, right? Right?
Yeah.
Nothing bad can happen tomorrow, right? Right?
Nothing bad at all.
That's what they keep telling me. All right, speaking of telling you, let's tell you some scores around the association. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games around the association tonight. Let's start off with the Boston Celtics. They blitzed the Houston Rockets, even though Jason Tatum got kicked out the game, but they didn't need him. 145 to 113. The Washington Wizards got a win. I tell you what, the Atlanta Hawks in fire sale mode. The Mavericks need to be calling up. The Washington Wizards blew out the Atlanta Hawks 127 to 99. New York Knicks defeated the Memphis Grizzlies 106 to 94. Do you know that the Memphis Grizzlies haven't won a game since they beat the Dallas Mavericks? Just saying. Now moving on. Just saying, know the word. The Memphis Grizzlies haven't won a game since they beat the Dallas Mavericks. The Milwaukee Bucks defeated the Golden State Warriors. Another team looking at it fire sale. Maybe the Mavericks need to be knocking down their doors, looking, hey, we need some more players. Can you give us some? But hey, they took a L tonight to the Bucks, 129 to 118. OKC Thunder defeated Orlando Magic 112 to 100. As we noticed, the Dallas Mavericks felonly, hopelessly, ballsless lost to the New Orleans Pelicans 118 to 108. San Antonio Spurs lost to the Chicago Bulls, who look now has won 5 of their last 6. Maybe they're not sellers after all. They beat the Spurs 122-116. And in progress now, the Utah Jazz are leading another team that may be on a fire sale or hopeless like the Mavs. The Utah Jazz are leading the Los Angeles Lakers at the end of the third, 100-95. If anybody interested in basketball tomorrow, we do have a slate of games. There are 5 slate of games tomorrow. The Denver Nuggets host the Indiana Pacers. That's a matinee game, 2:30. The Miami Heat play host to the Charlotte Hornets. The Milwaukee Bucks face the Sacramento Kings. That ought to be a good one. Speaking of another good one, Walt, the Los Angeles Clippers, hot team, go into the West Minnesota Timberwolves, the Target Center, to play Minnesota. And the Phoenix Suns go to Portland to face the Portland Trailblazers. That will be a hostile environment. Also, if anybody knows, the Mavericks do play on MLK Day against the same New Orleans Pelicans.
Martin Luther King had a dream for this game to take place.
Yeah. Also, there will be a lot of slated games on MLK Day. Houston Rockets at 76ers. That'll be a 12 noon game. The Pistons against the Wizards. That'll be a 2 o'clock game. Knicks and Magic.
Gross.
Spurs and Hawks on MLK Day. Warriors and Grizzlies. I think that'll be a TNT game along with the Spurs and Hawks. The Bulls and Cavaliers also on MLK Day. The Nets and Heat. The Celtics and Raptors on MLK. The Pacers and Jazz on MLK. And the Thunder and Lakers on MLK Day. And Walt, that is your scores and around the association and schedule.
Well, guys, you are going to have the pleasure of seeing us again tomorrow because we're going to be back for the Dallas Cowboys.
Thank goodness it ain't the Mavericks. We need a day off from that.
Yeah. So
good grief.
So I'm not going to hold us too long tonight because we got to get ready for tomorrow. But yeah, man, Mavs take it on the chin again. Was it 118 to 109?
And in the words of Coach
108.
Yeah, and in the words of Coach Kidd, if you see him walking down the street tonight, soaking head, you go ask them what happened. Because Coach Kidd, he's out of answers.
Yeah. But we'll be back tomorrow for the Mavs versus the Dallas Cowboys.
No.
I'm sorry, the Dallas Cowboys versus the Green Bay
Packers. Been a long
Packers.
day, huh, Walter?
Been a long day. Been a long day. But until tomorrow, keep your feet on the ground, keep reaching for the stars. Always do his best for business. If we don't see you around, then we will see you around tomorrow for the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Green Bay Packers.
We winning tomorrow, right?
Yeah.